Tonight, we continue our CBS 19 investigation into the Cherokee County Constable's Office. Thank you so much for joining us for the news at 10. I'm Marangeli Lopez.
And I'm Brennan Gurley. Precinct 4 Constable Jamie Beene was recently indicted for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That deadly weapon, prosecutors say, was a service vehicle.
The charge stems from a motorcycle chase in October of 2021. Incident reports and body camera video show that Beene ended the crash by coming to a complete stop in front of the motorcycle on Farm to Market Road, causing the motorcyclist to crash into him.
When are police chases appropriate, and what rules are law enforcement supposed to follow when conducting a high-speed chase? An expert on that subject told me it's complicated.
He could have killed my son. Thank God that all it did was messed up, a few vertebrae in his back, nothing real serious, but my son got real lucky.
Susan Ward says her son was lucky. This wasn't his first run-in with the law. Jerry Stanfield had been arrested before for assault, evading arrest, and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. In this case, Stanfield survived a head-on crash with a constable on a rural East Texas road in Cherokee County.
I don't wish bad upon anybody, but he knowingly knew what his actions could have caused.
Now Precinct 4 Constable Jamie Beene is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in connection to that crash. Susan didn't know about his arrest until I told her.
That's awesome. Because he knew what that was going to do. And just so luckily, my son apparently has 3 or 4 lives left.
A CBS 19 investigation uncovered new details about his arrest. Laid out in his indictment, incident reports from multiple police departments and newly released video.
James coming, pulled over there and came to a complete stop.
Pulled over here?
I came to a complete stop just the way he was. He was completely stopped and trying to flee. The guy laid it over and slid into it.
Beene was indicted by a grand jury for his actions in that chase and crash.
Trying to play, the cops in the movies that gets in front of the suspect and, puts themselves in danger and then other people in danger is completely prohibited by most reasonable policies across the United States.
Alex Del Carmen is an expert on police policy. He's an associate dean and professor at Tarleton State University for the school's criminal justice program.
The big motto that we use nowadays in law enforcement, which is just because you can do something, it doesn't mean that you should do it.
Del Carmen says policies on police chases are decided by each individual police department or sheriff's office. For instance, I spoke to the sheriff of Cherokee County, and he says it's up to the supervisor on duty and up to officers' discretion to decide whether to engage in a chase. Asked specifically if constables should be involved in pursuits, Sheriff Brent Dixon told me the sheriff's office welcomes any help from any law enforcement.
There is an expectation that the public has that those individuals that enforce the law need to adhere to it.
Del Carmen says Beane's actions likely went outside the law.
This likely violated not only one policy, but multiple policies of that police department, in addition to that violating the law.
Our attempts to reach Beene in person and over the phone were unsuccessful. Earlier this month, Beene announced he would be seeking re-election for the Precinct 4 Constable seat. He has been the constable since 2009. A district judge can decide to suspend Constable Beene until he goes to trial. He will remain in his position until a jury can hear the case under Texas law. When I checked in with the Cherokee County District Clerk, they were still working on setting court dates for Constable Beene. Stanfield died in August 2023. He, his girlfriend, and their unborn child were killed in a motorcycle crash. He leaves behind a 3-year-old son and a 9-year-old daughter. We will continue to follow this story every step of the way and bring you updates on air and online at cbs19.tv.